let's talk about Swolby's party that we crashed during my birthday. Swolby, you were DJing some event. I forgot you were a DJ. I hope that's good. I hope that's also not the stuff that came off of my refrigerator.
I can tell already that Swolby's not an EDM guy, right?
So, Swolby, you might have saw at the end of last week's video that he left my party early. I say my party. It was not a party. It was basically the amount of people in this room sitting around being idiots. Swolby has to go DJ some function in Hollywood. Now, you take one look at Swolby and you hear he's DJing something. What kind of party do you assume it's going to be? What
kind of music?
I figured it would be 100% Latinos. Yes. I would say 20% blacks.
Yes.
And,
it's 120% we're at now.
Okay, sorry. No, 80% Latinos, 20% blacks. Criminals. Probably
a lot of Raiders jerseys.
No, girls are not wearing underwear. It's fucking
in a garage.
In a garage.
Okay. A garage is the primary room where he's turning in.
Yeah, for sure. Garage, eyeliner, heavy eyeliner
on the girls.
On the girls.
I didn't know this was an emo Mexican gathering, and there were a bunch of boys with eyeliner.
a lot of buttons all the way to the top for the guys.
Yep.
All the way to the top, buttons like this, and maybe a couple teardrop tattoos. Everyone's strapped.
If you wear a Giants hat, San Francisco baseball Giants hat in, you get the shit kicked out of you.
You get your head bashed in, and then you have a foundation named after you because everybody feels sorry for you.
Or white Air Forces.
Black Air Forces all throughout, because those are the shady ones. You even know that the Black Air Forces are shady?
I did not know there was a shady, not shady divide within the color scheme of the Nike Air Force.
Nike Air Forces.
Okay.
So,
I'm learning something.
If you wore black Air Forces, people would look at you, certain people, Swolby, for example, he would look at you and disrespect you right off the bat.
I thought black makes me tough.
No. It makes you a criminal.
That makes me tough. You disrespect criminals?
Well,
I disrespect them from a societal standpoint, but I'm going to cross the street when I see one coming toward me. And that's a form of respect.
Do you fear the Black Air Forces or no?
They're like the emblem of the Jews back in the day. Like, it's a clear indicator, like, that guy's he's not good news at all.
That was what
Swolby is rapidly losing sobriety.
Yeah, he is already. Drink more. Drink again.
We got to this party Swolby was at, though.
Yeah.
And Swolby was DJing for a hyper-respectable group of young tech professionals.
That's so funny.
Yeah. All super white, all well-dressed, speaking in perfect grammar. And they were very not happy to see us when we stormed.
Really?
It was so awkward.
It was not good. It was
like
so
they were
like, what are you guys doing?
Wait,
time out. Was it okay? How awkward? Like you come in and they're like, sorry, you guys didn't have an invitation. Like that?
That, but not polite.
Really?
Who are you guys? Did you bring alcohol? No. Okay, you guys have to go. You have to go.
Wow.
That was the exchange of dialogue over the 3 minutes we were there.
So they didn't let you film anything too fun.
No.
Damn.
And we didn't want to. The video was basically done.
I should have. If I would have gone, I think I would have smoothed it over a little bit.
Swolby, they were pussies though. Yeah. There must have been some hot chicks though, because there are always hot chicks in those LA tech gatherings. Did you get anything going with them?
How'd you get the gig too?
What do you mean? Like I fucked a chick that day?
Did you hook up with a chick?
No. I was
talking to the mic. You should know better.
I was being a good boy that day.
You're not being a good. You would have gotten laid if you could have gotten laid. I'm curious if you even tried.
No.
How did it go?
This girl was like talking to me. Like she's like, "Do you remember me?"
She was talking to me and she was speaking in perfect English. And I didn't understand what she was saying.
She was like. She was saying words and shit.
Hey, the Rossi's hitting, all right? The
Rossi's hitting. Let's go.
She was talking about an invoice, and I was like, what you mean an invoice, girl?
You could just Venmo me, girl. I got Venmo.
I don't even think he knows what an invoice means. But tell me, Swolby, how did you get this job?
If you
didn't get laid, how did you make contact with this very white group of people?
I came into contact with this chick. She works for an entertainment news company. And it was like 2015, and I reached out to her on Craigslist.
In 2015?
Yeah.
Talk about planting seeds.
This is a reoccurring gig for you.
He saw 6 years around the corner. I think this is the first time it's paid off.
Stop.
And I didn't have a job at that time, so I was just like, all I had was my DJ equipment, and I had to capitalize on that. And I was just looking for work for DJing because that's all I had. So I got booked by her. And I wrote a pretty good email.
What up?
She was
It's
looking for
Swolby, my
grammar.
nig. I'm trying to turn the tables at your party. Swolby, again, what's your racial breakdown? Just really quickly, because you said in my birthday letter, you wrote N-I-G-G, which I don't know if that's a slur or not a slur or a partial slur, but I just wonder if you can say it.
It's a term of endearment, my nig.
Oh,
What race are you again?
Ecuadorian, Salvadorian, and quarter Chinese.
You hear that? YouTube censors, he's beneath us, okay? He's one of the little people. He's allowed to say
He's a
that.
minority, is what you're
He's
saying?
allowed to say that word.
Because he's a minority.
Yes.
Minority.
All right, great. Keep fucking drinking the Carlo Rossi, baby.
So I'm still confused about this.
Yeah.
You were going to DJ for it. You wrote some email that was almost unreadable, no doubt.
It was readable.
Mm-hmm.
She that's what stood out for her, and she booked me.
This was the
And
first
this
time.
party was insane. Because there was what you seen.
Into the mic.
What you seen was not the full potential of her party.
Did you write that in the email? What you seen the last time I DJ'd for you weren't nothing.
Oh my god.
Weren't
wait,
nothing.
So last time they had strippers and fucking whores or what?
Basically, because she was a stripper back then.
What?
That girl?
Yeah.
Swolby could have given us that
She does
information
like pole
that night.
dancing, and then she's like she strips.
I don't
every
know if
now
I
and then.
believe a word you say, Swolby.
There's white girls, Danny, that get hammered at brunch and go, girls, we should just go to the fucking the fucking tryouts in Orange County and nobody will be there, and they'll just do it.
Yeah. You know where you see those girls? On Girls Do Porn and on Blacked.com. The
Well, they
really
might.
respectable white brunch girls who get tempted into the literal dark side by a couple $1,000. Tell me a little bit more about these DJing gigs. So how often are you knocking these things out, and how much pay are you getting?
I'd say once or twice a month, and then usually like when I drop a set, it's about 150.
You don't drop a
150?
set. You show up and you play some songs.
No,
You
I
don't
can mix.
drop a set.
Do they cover your gas money? Can
Yeah.
you call the lady?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you
No.
call the lady
No.
and ask her for gas money?
When you say you mix, so what he's saying right there, Leo, is just him stringing together a playlist.
Yeah.
A little bit of Travis Scott, the Chainsmokers,
Right.
some Taylor Swift for the ladies. Instead of just doing that, he beat matches. He goes boom, boom, and counts it out, and then seamlessly blends them together. You know how many people at that party would have been pissed if you didn't blend them together? Zero. You're priding yourself on a non-existent skill.
In fact, I'm pretty sure there's a setting on the old computer or iTunes.
It's
where
called
you can,
Sync.
It's called Sync.
But it's not in Serato, though. It's on Virtual DJ. A lot of motherfuckers use this shit. But on a regular deck where it's like 2 decks and a mixer, you can't hit sync. And that's the way of cheating for DJs because they mix without even, like, they just play fucking songs and that's it.
What are you playing? What's your playlist consist
Everything.
of? Everything. So Taylor
Not
Swift, like he
literally everything.
Everything.
said, you don't put
you're
any
not
EDM
playing-
on?
I mean,
He's
I'm not going to,
definitely-
like, play some goddamn country,
you're-
some, like, Tim McGraw and call it a day. Like,
G-
Tim
G. Allen?
McGraw's solid though.
it is. He is. He's a goat.
Yeah.
How do you... Okay, this is what I think Swolby does. And Swolby, I'm sorry if this comes off as insulting. I think you just pull up live streams of not local, but Vegas shows going on, and you watch Dylan Francis or somebody hit the stage. You just copy every song he played a couple weeks ago
You'd
at
be
Excess
smart to do that.
Nightclub,
That's-
and then you replay it at the party.
You'd be
Why
smart.
not do that?
Yeah, why not? You'd be smart to do that.
It's
Shazam each and every one of them.
I want to keep the artistry real, and I want to keep the
There's
craft
nothing
true.
artist about what you did that night.
Well, shit, it's just a white dude chick's party, but I was mixing and I was like
Damn, you
scratching
drank-
in.
What did
so
you
a lot
open
of
with?
wine, dude.
What song did you open with?
I came in with some Wu-Tang.
What'd you end with?
Yeah. The gayest like fucking ending ever.
What?
Them chicks.
I thought it was art.
Those hoes were asking for like Taylor Swift, so I played it.
I told you. He
You
played
literally
Taylor Swift.
nailed it.
And then
Drink till you throw up, Swolby.
so you had to play some Taylor Swift. So
Yeah.
you're already kowtowing to the public demand. You're not the artist you think you are. I want to hear, though, what is your philosophy when it comes to crafting a playlist?
Stop.
The ebb and flow of songs. How do you want the energy to go from the beginning to the end of the night?
Usually, when a party starts, there's you gotta read the room. It's like a fucking comedian going on stage. You read the room.
It's art.
You check it out, and if people are rocking with it, then
Swolby, how often
How
do
do
you
you-
check out the room and then you just see a nice fat ass and you get distracted?
never.
You're such a liar.
I'm zoned
He
in on
is a
that
pro.
ass.
He hardly acknowledged us when we came to the party.
Wow.
no, dude.
He was zoned in.
I mean that in a good way. You were zoned in.
Oh yeah, I was focused.
All right, let me hear it. So read the room. How do you do it?
If I see an ass, then immediately I'm gonna think play some twerking shit.
Yeah, some twerking shit like
YGs.
body, yada, yada.
So that's
or
just
whatever.
gratifying yourself.
Yeah,
That's
he's-
not doing anything artistic.
It's for the old. It's when he shakes the
But you
sheriff's
know
hand.
damn
later that
well
night.
you got to make this whole dance, and she's got to have a good time, and that's what she's here for.
I guess that's true. If there's a hoe with a big ass breaking it down in the middle of the dance floor, everybody else is having a good time too.
Like the
I think you should say that
for
right before
women,
your set. Though you should
if there's
say
hot
hey.
chicks at a party, you're gonna immediately want to make them dance, because if you get them dancing, it's game over for the party. It's like everyone's gonna go to the dance floor, everyone's gonna start getting drinks, so you got to get the cute chicks.
So you're
dancing
looking
first.
for a fat ass right off the bat. You're looking for
looking
that ass.
for a good group of people to go in, but mostly it's the girls that get the party started.
Are you dancing? Are you doing like a little two-step back there, or are you just one of those like steady DJs? Just a head bop.
Steady. Yeah,
just a head bop.
drinking.
Drinking?
Yeah,
That's not very professional.
Sometimes I'm
yeah,
high.
Drinking on the job.
Sometimes
dude?
I'm high.
Your job is
It's
just
just
as
harder
important
if
as somebody
I'm high.
operating on an open heart. You can't be drinking when you're tickling the vinyl, as Overboard Humor put it.
Yeah, you're like handling some very very intense machinery.
Well, I've been doing
there.
it since I was 13. It's like second nature for me.
Okay. So, Swolby, if it's so second nature for you, you get all the girls on the dance floor. They are, as you were just saying, rocking with it. Once they're rocking with it, what do you do with the energy? How do you guide them for the, we'll call it, body portion of the party? The middle 2 or 3
the
hours.
middle when they get hungry. Somebody's
call
got to
it,
take a shit. Somebody's got to go do
Yeah.
cocaine. Somebody's got to fucking I don't know beat off on a girl's face in the back. She comes back. She's got a towel.
I think that's most likely the end of the party, but I guess Leo plays by his own rules.
I like when you have energy in the middle of the party.
I'd
It's
say
fun, don't you think?
people do coke in during prime time, and that's what we call it, prime time.
So what are you playing during prime time?
all the latest shit that's like popping right now. Everything that's
Let's
Why you
hear
were
it.
an artist.
Tell us what you're playing.
Not going to top40.com and downloading the
But
songs.
Listen, there's a method. All right.
What's the method?
If there's a great song that's hot right now, say for example, name a dope.
You do it. You're the DJ.
Damn it. All right.
You are an imposter.
Megan Thee Stallion. Yada yada yada. So that's like a
body,
little
yada,
slower.
yada, Megan Thee Stallion.
That sucks.
If you blend it in, you can mix it with something like.
Is he too drunk to explain this?
No.
Let him explain. Let him explain.
He knows, bro.
Let him explain. He's an artist. Let him take his dang time.
You could go into a throwback from there.
All right. I just drink another sip before you can gather your thoughts. Drink a nice big sip. A nice big. Good. Focus. Now tell us the artistry. I want you to hear violins in your head.
If you got them going with the hot shit right now, let's say for example that fucking Megan Thee Stallion song, you can go into like a old school throwback, like some 50 Cent or some like Next, Too Close.
Oh, that's a good one.
Real close.
Making it hard for me. That song's about a guy dancing on the dance floor and grinding on a chick and his
Getting
dick
hard.
getting hard. And he's black.
I like it.
It's probably big.
So what you're doing is you're creating, in essence, a zipper effect. You hit him with something current and big, then throw it back. Then current and big, then throw it back.
Something
Current and so you're staggering. They come together like the teeth on a zipper.
Yeah.
Do you ever hit them with some throwback rock, some System of a Down chop suey, some 41 Fat Lip?
But
The best DJs in
Actually-
Vegas do it. A DJ in Vegas when I was there, it might have been Kygo or somebody huge, dropped fucking Fat Lip.
Really?
And they'll drop Oasis. They'll let the start.
with some bass behind it.
They'll
or
let
just by itself?
Wonderwall fucking. They'll use the guitar riff intro.
Well, yeah, that's great.
But they let
Yeah.
Oasis fucking Wonderwall play for quite a while in Vegas all the time. They'll throw it back to rock. Leo, you don't
They're
know
pros.
shit.
They're pros.
Then why did you slam the idea when I brought it up?
I
know what,
figured
Leo?
that Wonderwall in Vegas, when everybody's on Molly, it's probably for. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're on Molly, it might sound good.
It depends.
Right?
It depends.
It's Liam. It's Liam Gallagher.
Your hero.
It always sounds
Your
good.
haircut is his haircut. Everybody knows that.
You
Do you
can
love
definitely
him?
get away with some Wonderwall at a party because everyone knows that song. It's well known. It's notorious. You can, if you,
It's notorious. Did it molest somebody?
you can
Notorious
cut it
means
in.
it did something bad.
You could cut it in between like Montel Jordan or some shit. Like
Yeah, like
during a
this
hip-hop
is time
song.
we
Yeah.
do it.
And then
straight into
scratch
Wonderwall?
it, cut right into Wonderwall.
Shut
but
the fuck up,
the
dude.
execution's got to be good.
Okay, take another sip and then tell us another some more.
Tell me a little bit about the execution. So you've got Montel Williams. The track is fading out.
He's
This is how we
Swolby's so
do it.
hammered, dude.
You
He's
know you
so
want to hit
hammered.
him with Wonderwall. How are you going to beat match? And how are you going to make the tempos link up, the keys
It's not
link
always
up?
beat matching though.
Tell me about it then. I don't know.
All right, so some songs have intros where there's vocals. You could scratch that in, and you could play very tiny bits of it where mentally people will hear it, but they won't acknowledge it at first. You're scratching it.
You got to
in,
get them used to
be
it.
like, what the fuck?
You got to get
Is
them
it
used to it.
Wonderwall?
And usually I tease them a little bit, and then I just
It's Tyler Durden splicing porn into a movie. It's the
Yeah.
hummingbird.
Yeah.
You got to get him familiar with the idea of cock.
so I let the fader go to the deck
Talking to the
beat.
mic, asshole.
I let the fader just fucking go to the next fucking track, which would be Oasis, Wonderwall.
Mm-hmm.
They'd hear it, and the first riff, it'll be like, I forgot how the song
The
goes.
strumming pattern goes doom, doom, ding, 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 ding.
And that at that moment,
Today was gonna be the day that Swolby would throw up in the can.
You think you get that big reaction?
yeah, that's how it is.
So what you're saying is you're a star.
No,
When you play
no one gives a
Wonderwall,
fuck about the DJ.
it seems like
I mean,
you're siphoning a little bit of the credit away from Noel Gallagher, the author of that song. Whenever you play it at a party, the people go crazy.
Are you saying that you're better than him?
no.
Are you saying you're better than Noel?
You're-
Noel?
I'm picking up that he's saying that.
I
Lane.
mean, I feel
You're
like you are.
curating. You're curating music for that night.
And then
All right, you're putting
apologize.
together- you're
Apologize
putting-
with another sip, Swolby. Apologize with another sip.
Respect to all the artists, and they're like doing. They make their good music.
But what do you play Chris Brown because he did hit Rihanna?
Yeah,
I
respect to the artist. Think
yeah.
about that.
You can't
guy.
respect him.
What are you
know
saying,
what?
He's a
Swolby?
bad person.
You like hitting women?
Yeah,
Sounds
wait,
like it.
Is that what you're saying? Are you fucking saying you like hitting women?
You slap around those girls on Fig? I bet he
Yeah.
roughs them up good.
Hey, the Chris Brown song kind of slaps though. The
Listen,
the
he's got a
oldest
lot of
one.
them that
The
slap.
oldest
Too
one.
far.
Stop it,
I'm
though.
just pissing, actually.
Hey, keep
No
dri-
pun intended.